Okay, so are we okay with white folks being able to celebrate today? Is that okay?
Look here.
Is that
You know where I reside. It's Juneteenth. If you ain't black, don't come outside.
If you ain't black, don't come outside.
If you ain't black, don't come outside.
I fuck with it. I definitely don't feel like they should have the day off.
I didn't celebrate July 4th. Y'all can have that one. That's for y'all. All the USA shorts and swimsuits. Yeah,
So no. Me and my friends, we would have like extended Juneteenth celebration. That's what we would call it.
I just
The reason for Juneteenth is because July 4th did not do what it was supposed to.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just, I be trying not to be like I be trying to find my balance. Because, you don't want them niggas to be like, screaming in the street, this is not fun. You don't be that nigga like, the nigga with the koofy hat just screaming in the screen with a, just because them niggas just be like, I don't be trying to like kill fun. I just be like, hey man, like I want y'all to just, just a little bit, enjoy your day, but also let's not turn this into just, this is the greatest shit ever. Like I was on like fucking Snapchat sent me an alert. It was like, today, and they had like the passionate voice. And I was like, I slap the fuck out everybody work. Like where is the main office? Because I was like,
what did they say?
It was just like, how Snapchat sends you an alert for like holidays.
Yeah.
And it's like, today is a day that we honor. I was like, nigga, I've had this app for like you performative bitches. This ain't never fuck y'all.
Absolutely.
Like that's
they gotta be that's their reach to be inclusive.
Absolutely not. If it's not Google, I don't care, because Google
did Google do something? Google been doing.
Google always
Juneteenth.
does something, so
Yeah,
I give Google love because
yeah.
Google will rep, even if it's not an official holiday, they'll show some love. It's just them changing the Google to something that
Juneteenth has always been celebrated.
So I give Google their P's. Everybody else can get these. I'm not absolutely
so
not.
They can't grow. They can't grow and learn.
I don't feel like it's that. That's
I'm using what
Do you
say.
feel like they have grown and learned?
Liars.
I mean, I don't know, but a lot of black people got hired, during this whole pandemic. They, were on the scramble to hire more black people. So maybe these are the black people that they're infusing to their business that are putting on these, new marketing strategies.
A lot of black people was hired during that July 4th to Juneteenth time.
Mm-hmm.
They never been against us doing no work.
Touche. I mean, I'm just saying, people want at the table.
But that table ain't for us to be seated at. It's for us to be serving.
I agree.
I really don't know who always has things on mute, but we're gonna fight. For the record, like that first, I don't know, what would be on for like 30 seconds, a minute, couple minutes?
Couple minutes.
Yeah, that was on mute, apparently.
Was
Thanks, Jackie.
Oh, ladies' night, y'all was in here pressing something. I mean,
This happened before.
We can pull it somehow, some way. You might hear it muffled in the background, but
it'll just sound like phone shit for the first couple minutes.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But
it doesn't matter. But yeah, I can't. We know it's performative, and that's why I don't fuck with it. I can't do it, especially because y'all made it a national holiday awfully quick.
But no, Trump tried to make it a national holiday last year, and they was not with the shits.
Of course not. And them same people is working with who's in office now. It's a lot of the same faces. So why is it okay now when it wasn't okay last year?
That'd be my issue.
It's the same folks.
Just be like,
you know what? Because now they can capitalize off of it. A lot of those people lobby for different other businesses, and now they can make money off of it. And they're like, what is a holiday? Also, I feel like it establishes more of a basis for reparations. So if you acknowledge this, you have to start acknowledging other things. Maybe, they ain't got to do the goddamn thing. But that's like, it just and that's the only thing that the positive thing I can see out of it is another.
I ain't even worried about them. My usual thing is to always come at us. How long niggas gonna pretend like Trump and Biden are the same nigga?
You mean collectively?
This is Spider-Man meme.
No, yeah, it's just.
It's the same. You talking about collectively, right? Because I have actively not. I didn't support either one of them.
I mean, no, not us. I'm definitely talking about just because as even the reparation thing. I saw. God, memes just really fucking run my life. Memes and these fucking bullshit fucking posts. I see that shit. And it was like somebody posted. I'm like, it's like now this is the stage. I'm like, nah, this would be the stage if niggas was still out flipping shit over. Because now it's like we got Juneteenth be holiday. We've made progress. And then everybody does what niggas do, which is amazing. They make the memes and the shit that we all laugh at, but it's true. It's like, hey man, we really didn't get any You didn't make any legislative things for us. You just kind of gave us
Can't even get an anti-lynching bill.
And niggas just up there like, we've made it. And it's like, no, bro. No, they didn't. Like, literally nothing's changed.
I was so embarrassed when I saw G.K. Butterfield up there singing the neo-national anthem. I was like, what? What's happening here? That just, the Congressional Black Caucus, baby. And G.K. Butterfield holds a special place in my heart. He's a fellow Eagle and friend of the family, but I just was disheartened. And I was like, is this what we shall overcome? Did we overcome? Was this really a win?
Boy, I'm about tired of overcoming some shit, boy. Like,
I felt like this was the kente cloth and the kneeling last year.
We have yet to overcome because we completely continue to understand as opposed to overstand.
For sure.
I can't do it. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Just a Dope Ass Podcast. In case you haven't figured it out, we're starting off exceptionally black today, and you can kiss betwixt the cracks of my black ass. How about that? I love you all.
Power to the people.
Power to the people all day. It's like I said, it's Juneteenth, so we're celebrating a special day today. We have guests. She can introduce herself. Go ahead and tell the people who he is.
I'm Robin Kenny.
That was it.
Come on, man. I do shit. You know, I'm like, I'm out here.
Who you is, what you do, where can they find you, what you want people to know about you?
You can find me on Instagram. I probably won't add you.
I respect you.
ROCNROBYN_5. I mean, I might, you know. I just like to keep my privacy, you know.
I appreciate it.
But I do have a couple of other business pages you can follow, and I will follow you back on those.
There we go.
I have Divinely Guided _5. That is my meditation page. I do a little bit of holistic things. I have a holistic business. I sell holistic essential products like sage, fluoride-free toothpaste, shea butter, coconut oil, black soap, incense crystals, metaphysical things, things like that. And I also am starting a marijuana accessory line called She Smokes. Lovely. You can follow that page, SHESMOXX, and it's gonna go into He Smokes, Home Smokes, and all that good stuff. So get your essentials there.
Support black businesses, bitches.
Yeah, man. See, she really about it, man. She not like the rest of them out here who listen to Chilumbo twice and be like,
No.
I miss.
I don't even listen.
It's
I'm not a music head, but I've heard a couple of times some songs.
I'm spiritual now because, like, I posted a couple things and it's cool.
You said you're not a music head?
I am not. I try to be like other people, but I just like people to give me music, and I like to become a music head off other people's advice. I'm not a good. Okay. I've never downloaded music in my life. I've never burned a CD.
Nah, man,
you're receptive to new types of music and new sounds, but you're not about to search for it.
No, like I said last week, man, I be really like hyper focused. I fuck with people who just like don't give a shit about shit that everybody fuck with. Them niggas mad free. Like, if I could just break away from liking video games, man, homeless niggas be happy. I don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. I had a sandwich today and my life is good. I don't care about none of that. I really
live like that, for real. My friends like, Robin, you just live so minimalistic. I'm like, yeah, day by day. Like, I mean, I'm going to hustle. I got my hustles. I'm also a nanny. I'm also a certified personal organizer. So yes, I do have a lot of clients in that space too. So,
is it really minimalistic, or do you just understand necessity?
Yeah, there you go. I just understand necessity.
Because we use the word minimalistic because it's like a pop culture thing to be to talk about today.
So that my apartment has a lot of little things. You know, I'm not just like white
I'm still
room,
black.
One little thing. You know?
Still got shit in my house.
Yeah.
No, man. In my fantasy, like I'm a nigga who just turns a bus into a house and just fucking in my like fantasy of myself. I'm like, yeah, fuck
what
y'all.
I want so bad of a house bus. That would be so fucking dope.
Absolutely.
I've been living in a studio for 7 years and I love it. Like I'm gonna get probably a 1-bedroom or something like that, bigger space. But I just love. I don't know. I just like it so much. I might feel like I'm in too big of a space after I get my 1-bedroom. We'll see.
Yeah, we've definitely talked about the whole like mobile home type situation, the conversion homes, the tiny homes, the pod homes, all these different types. Like, why the narrative that we have to sit up here and have the proverbial white 2.1 kids and a dog, picket fence, like all that. I think a lot of that has messed our head up to the point where we over exert ourselves in areas that we don't need to
right.
And we don't understand the importance of like our people came from little bit of something and made a lot out of it, and now we feel like we have to be grandiose with everything that we do.
Yeah, see, like when I think about that, like when I look at, it was something post that came up about like sidebar. I really like Rick Ross because when I hear like little shit he does, I'm like, yo, he's like out there for the image, but I was like, they're like, yo, like he cuts his own grass and shit, even if it takes him like 5 hours.
He don't cut all his grass. His yard is fucking huge.
I don't know. Yeah,
it might be at one of his houses.
That works.
Okay, yeah.
I'll take even that. Like they talk about the nigga budget, but when I look at him and when I look at like say Boosie, as wild as Boosie is, I'm like, I could understand having like a place that big because I'm gonna put all 14 of my fucking kids in there. I'm gonna put my mom in there, my lady mama. Like, cool, we're gonna do this big tribal thing like that to me. And I'm a motherfucker who I like my space, but I like hearing like, don't come in here. But I like hearing like down the hall that like somebody's, yelling or saying some shit. Oh, that's cool. Don't come in here yet until I want you. But like, I like that shit. Other than that, I'm like, what the fuck need this big ass shit to be by yourself? The fuck I look like Beast? Like, like just sitting there with this rose in my house and talk. That's how you get talking fucking candlesticks. I don't want that shit.
My ex's, his brother was lived in a mansion.
He did it.
Because I just heard it. Be our guest, be our guest.
Yeah, fuck that. That's weird.
And they never used the whole wing of their house. And I was just like, that's kind of wasteful.
Yeah, it's you're not only are you wasting resources, you're wasting money, you're wasting land, which land is something that we still to this day fight to try to get a piece of. So why are you wasting it? Like, why if you're Drake and your child doesn't live with you, why do you need as much space as you have with a full-blown basketball court that has way to like you got
to stun on these niggas?
I mean, they might play basketball someday.
They play basketball. He actively has other actors and professional athletes that come and run pickup games at his house. But I think that's his ego trying to have this fascination with wanting to be a part of professional sports and him wanting to be involved in it so bad. So
I'm just saying, what about if you let other people use your homes when you're not there? Then would that kind of recycle back?
I mean, for me, I wouldn't. No, I'll be honest. In my own personal fantasy of what I would like to do, buy all kinds of property, right? And I would like to create my own black real estate company. Like I would find black realtors and keep them from having to work under Keller Williams or some other white situation. Like, here, I want you to manage this house. I'm putting it on the market. I want you to sell it, but I want you to sell it under this and just kind of get your business going from there. I don't mind using other houses and land as residual income, but that don't mean I gotta live in it.
Yeah.
I don't need all that. I may, like you said, I'll get me a nice Sprinter van, convert it into something nice and chill, and just be out and about traveling all throughout the world, doing things how I feel like doing it, or have me a nice little nice little house.
Yeah, I would definitely want me a house of some kind to come back to.
Right.
Maybe, and just rent it out while I'm gone. And kind of thing. I'm always about renting out and like giving that space some use because I feel like so many people, this Airbnb shit is pushing so many people out of the homes. We don't have any homes to rent because they're just constantly doing the Airbnb thing. And that's fucking up a lot of
it's contributing to disenfranchisement, the movement of our people, and the raising of rates, especially in the Bay Area with all the tech people buying up property and not living there. They're just renting it out. And y'all love to rent a mansion for a mansion party for a weekend.
But they won't let you even have a party at the mansion. So it's like, are you really making money?
I just think about it from like... That was gross. You hear that? It's like I died.
Stick? Yeah. COVID through.
Water?
Maybe.
It's that protein shake.
Yeah, fucking what's his name? Chris Paul just got COVID post-vaccine.
See?
Where's the Kawhi laugh? We need the Kawhi laugh on that.
Oh, yeah. Somebody used to have that on the But like even when it's that, I think about even tying it into this Juneteenth holiday. Like, and I understand because I saw a lot of shit. I saw that this interview with Shannon Sharp, and he was talking about, when he first got money, he bought like a bunch of cars, but he was in the back of his fucking grandmother's home. Like, how long niggas gonna do this? Like,
performative? Are we still there? I thought people had evolved. Like, people were trying to be like,
yeah, like it's just this performative, shallow shit. Like, even when we just talked about all these artists, niggas still like trying to ball out, and you realize some of these niggas we named is like 38, 42, 43. And it's, and it'd be like, or I just heard like, and not to shit on these people, I don't know their lives like that, but it was like Bow Wow and Ray J was on the Breakfast Club. And they said the same 5 names that niggas say when they like turn up and travel. We went to Miami, we went to Atlanta, we went to whatever. There's a tech dude up north that you just talked about. He's some 32-year-old unassuming white dude. He's worth something like, he's worth $64 million or whatever. And he's got like a house in like a vacation home in Argentina and some whatever. And it ain't just about going to places that isn't American, but it's like you can go here. And if I'm a person of color, for sure, like, hey, I never thought about the fact that I was like, this is some black shit that they built in a country I never even thought about visiting. And now I'm learning shit. And it's a fucking change. I don't know. It's just like, but niggas on every level is like this remedial to me, like surface shit. And you sound like you sound like an elitist ass nigga to be like, why the fuck is this fun? This shit ain't fun no more.
It should definitely not be fun anymore. It should not be the vibe anymore. I thought that was like a trend that was being deterred away from. But I know Ray J got the coins. He got some businesses and stuff like that, but I don't know if he's like really investing out.
Sometimes I feel like Ray J be kind of like, I think he understands the power of like the Ray image. But for all I know, that nigga might be a fucking Zen guru. But I'm just using them as an example. It'd be like, now motherfuckers be like, Beyonce and Hove is fucking goals. Hove, besides his brunch, is fucking sweatsuits, and then you never see the nigga on social media unless somebody else is taking a picture. And in my mind, he's somewhere in like someplace I can't pronounce, doing things I've never even thought about venturing into. And he's like, why don't we focus enough on this dude? Like, Dre is a supervillain. He's got a whole closet full of the same outfit because I'm comfortable in this. And we looking at, whoever the fuck.
That was super weird. Not weird, but it's super different. Like,
yeah, you like, I'm like, it's very like, it's like Ocho Cinco. I'm comfortable. I'm me. I'm fucking Dre. I'm aware that I'm Dre. Fuck all this other. I'm Dre.
But I think when you get to a certain place, people start treating you a certain way. So then you become a certain, feel a certain way around certain people. You know that you're this ultimate stature of a person, and people just treat you that way. So then you just flow into who you. That makes sense. Like, you just don't give a fuck because people are so enamored by you. Just like Michael Jackson. Like, I don't know if you watched. Well, T-Pain said he went to go see Michael Jackson. He said Michael Jackson knows that he makes people feel uncomfortable, or people are uncomfortable around him. So I think these people know they just on a different level of space of thinking. Like, people want to be me, so I can really just do what I want to do, and I don't have anybody to prove anything to.
I super would have liked to just heard Mike's actual voice. So many stories about that nigga. Like, he sounds like he's a real nigga. I would want 10 minutes for real nigga Mike. I would just 10. I mean, if it was that compared, I would I want to hang out with Mike.
I want to be around him with his friends that he's a real nigga with.
Yeah, I want real nigga Mike.
Real nigga with me, but he probably be a real nigga around his real friend.
Tito, bring your ass here.
Yeah, like just real nigga Mike. Like, don't make me slide, like, bro. I'll moonwalk all over you motherfuckers in this bitch right now. Like that.
I'm Joe's son. Goddammit.
Like, like I
whoops ass.
Yeah, if you think about it, like Mike and Freddie Gibbs from the same area. Like, that nigga dangerous. Like,
you had to put on a performative face for the people. Would he be as received if he was nigga Mike?
By me, for sure.
For sure.
I would
be in love with it. I would like, you know what? That's what we need. We need that Mike.
We would, but would he be the global phenomenon that he was because even when he came out and he was still like little black Michael, he still had to like, let me soften it up for the people. Just
but why did he have white kids? That's still blowing me. I have yet to understand that part.
You think he had those kids?
I don't think he had those kids because I know they don't even look mixed.
What if that was the ultimate
very African? Like his features would have been very distinct.
What if that was just his ultimate stunt? Like, nigga, I bought these kids.
I know what I'm saying. I'm almost sure he did buy the kids.
Like, y'all niggas like here. I bought all this shit. I got a giraffe.
But why the white kids? Why white kids? That is not.
That's
and he was so pro-black.
Angelina Jolie went and bought her little black baby. Mike was like, I'm buying white kids. That's what a little white boy says.
Blanket is white and Prince is white and all of them are white. They can't tell me that they're mixed. They cannot tell me that they have DNA from Michael Jackson. I wouldn't believe it. How do you look like you look like Michael Jackson after his surgeries?
Well,
and you should definitely look like him.
White women genes are so strong; they just kind of take over.
I know
black
some
genes.
people. I ain't know. They got big noses. They noses very. Even like Janet Jackson, her son even looks mixed.
I'll be honest with you, I ain't even seen her kids.
Oh.
I keep forgetting that she didn't had some babies.
She had a kid, I think.
Yeah, and that was just a few years ago.
I didn't pay attention to that.
I keep forgetting.
But the kid looks mixed. His kids look white.
It's supposed to. Everybody else's kids look like their parents except for Mike's. And Mike, everybody just look at him and be like, yeah,
that's not your kids.
That's my nephew.
What if Mike got some real, like his real kids somewhere, and he just like was like super pro black with him, and it's just like, don't ever come out. Just take these gajillions and just live a perfect life.
And let these people think that these white kids are mine and kill.
Yeah, it's a whole fucking just in depth, super deep effort to just be like, my actual kids that have the bloodline of the Michael Jackson are just somewhere on an island, gajillionaires owning up shit half a world away, just happy.
That could be a flex, because the whole purpose of, like, I'm Mike, I'm so big, I can take y'all white king's daughter and mess with her. Like, I got a Presley. Y'all love Elvis so much, I just went and got his daughter just because I can. Y'all love him so much. You're going to love me, too.
I just need to get this off. This is a Kenny exclusive.
I knew. How did I know?
Yep.
I knew it before you even said something. What's up, Kenny?
Salute y'all. Thank you. Black-owned timeshares will be fire. Boom.
Definitely.
I'm saving the best for last. I'm going to skip it. That nigga name is Blanket. Mild laughs. Jermaine, shut your Play-Doh hair having ass up, nigga. That is lovely. Play-Doh. I've said a lot of Jermaine Jackson jokes in my life. I've never said Play-Doh hair.
He definitely has.
Never even thought of Play-Doh hair. That's amazing. I can't even laugh at it. That just is, it's amazing.
We have to create the visual.
Fucking Play-Doh. And then if you think about the toys where you could like crank out the fucking hair, that is holy shit.
Create the visual.
Fuck, man.
Appreciate it, Kenny. We'll work on that one. We thank you so much.
Holy shit.
But today we supposed to be shitting on white people today.
I know.
We ain't supposed to be shitting on the Jacksons.
My bad. That was white influence, man. Don't no niggas come out looking like putties for no reason. Like.
But what was the last comment? What was the last one that you said you were saving for last?
Oh no, that was the one. That was it. That was it. But like, I'm not. I mean, you know, here's the thing. I'm not necessarily trying to shit on white people. I'm always here to shit on us in a positive way because. But I'm not trying to ruin the day. Like I said, I'm not trying to be like the niggas that just be like, you niggas is dumb. I just want niggas to think a little bit more, you know, and just put that shit to action. Like, as I was coming here, you know, fucking Lamar is popping. It's fucking wilding right now. Niggas is like, Juneteenth, it's amazing. And it is. Great. If you go down 39th, like, Earl's is right there. Like, if you just kind of just dabble off in the fucking neighborhoods. I was driving through and I was like, hey man, there's a white woman over here walking her dog.
Plenty.
To go back to her house.
Yep.
Yeah, my friends live in the jungles, and I see white people walking the dog all the time. I'm like, this is wild.
Yeah, I'm like, yo.
I see it slowly transition.
Yeah, and that's the shit where I'm like, hey, man.
Their bikes. Even back home in North Carolina, they make, like, bike lanes.
See, bro, I'm like, enjoy your day, but this shit here, this is the shit that's like, fuck, like, you know, not fuck the day, but like, let's put some more stank on this day than just being outside eating. This shit is, no diss to her, I don't know her, but she's like, she don't give a fuck, and that be the racism.
I
I'm
saw
like,
my brother go outside and shoot a couple times, like every
month, do that shit.
Like, feel safe. Like,
them is not. Those are the racists.
Bring the property value down. Just every week we gonna let off a couple just to keep the price down.
Those are the racists I'm scared of. I'm not really. I don't give a fuck about.
We make them so welcome though.
Yeah, burn it all, niggers. And you don't realize this motherfucker is buying up a house. Her friend,
push your ass the fuck out.
Yeah, her friend in fucking leisure studies that'll get a 6-figure job. Meanwhile, you're a goddamn astrophysicist working at fucking Walmart. These motherfuckers
pay off your student loans.
These are motherfuckers that are like just buying these homes, and they not gonna put you back in the home. If they do, they're gonna just like take the money. But like, fuck, this is focus on that. Fuck, I mean, you know, enjoy the day, get your food, and then go back over here and buy some shit that matters.
They are right now spending the bulk of the day looking out their window like Squidward. With all these black people in their neighborhood, just with so much.
What they want to
disgust.
celebrate, they come down and buy a T-shirt. They want to support a Juneteenth.
That's
t-shirt.
Canvassing.
Yeah, they on.
Let me come down. So, hi. Yeah, no, I live right here in the neighborhood. This is so wonderful that you guys. This happens every year, right? This is great. Oh, so many things.
This was such a great holiday.
There was a lot of white volunteers today.
I'm sure they were.
I don't like none of that performative shit, bro. Like y'all niggas is ass.
Some of them were performing.
Of course,
different bands.
I got to see you for at least 3-4 years straight in a row doing something before.
This how I know this shit is bullshit. Right, this how I know it's bullshit because they up there like getting all these posts, and I was working. It was when I was working at the school, like maybe 3-4 years ago, and just one of my coworkers, I had like a Juneteenth shirt on, and It had fallen like I think it was like the next day or whatever. We was in the ballpark. I'm going and she was just like, what's Juneteenth? And it was this whole, and I didn't have it in me. I don't got it in me now, but I didn't have it in me then. I was like, Google is free, baby. And then that was it. Like, I just didn't have it. I didn't want to have like my black day. And she came back and like had this look of like, y'all, so you didn't know y'all people was that shitty? You didn't know that y'all just said niggas didn't get the memo and you just,
I didn't tell you.
I didn't know that. I was like, no, I don't get the fucking sad face now. Like, you was very inquisitive yesterday. Like, it's good, right? Feel good, don't you, baby? Like, you know, like, linking your nigga, right? Like, fuck off.
Or, you know.
No, that's more that you can use against us. Side note, for the holiday, what would be the Juneteenth national anthem? What song would come to mind?
Don't trust them new niggas over there.
What song is that?
Play it.
Yeah, don't trust them. I don't trust none of these new niggas over there. That's just
play it now.
I don't even know a good anti-white song.
I would just anything Public Enemy, damn near.
Yeah.
Anything Ice Cube-ish, lynch mob status. Ice Cube, not like NWA status. Yep. It's got to go through a little.
I gotta sign in. Hang on, I'm gonna figure this.
Who's been touching stuff?
Oh damn, it's so many. I'm not signing in on one of y'all accounts, and I don't remember mine. But what I do have
is
we'll keep talking.
Resources.
I'll get back to this. Yeah.
So, of course, you're saying something Public Enemy. You can agree with that. Now, granted, I understand this will be a difficult question for you as the individual who is not a music person. So that would be a little bit difficult. But I feel like we should have some sort of Negro spiritual for every holiday that we do have, official or not. Because technically Juneteenth was being celebrated, which I posted that in my story today. They had celebrations in Texas for Juneteenth going back to the 60s.
I feel like Toby Wigway would be the perfect person to do a Juneteenth. He's from Texas. He's very...
But he do blackity black shit all year long.
Yeah, so I feel like he would be perfect to do a blackity black Juneteenth song. I have friends that lived in Texas that they never heard of Juneteenth until they came out here.
Okay, I can kind of, to a degree, I can kind of understand that because that's kind of how Juneteenth came into play. Things were so isolated and remote that you weren't up to date with everybody else. The only thing you really understood was what you saw on TV and your neighborhood with a 2-mile radius.
Even his mom didn't know. She's, that's a couple more generations. She was like, yeah, we didn't celebrate that. I always done that. As long as I can remember, I've always celebrated Juneteenth. As you should. That's one thing I can appreciate about growing up in this area of Southern California. Like, you're going to get exposed to blackity black shit. Yeah. The closer you are to Lamert Park, you're going to catch the wind blow some sort of blackness in your direction if you're within the surrounding cities, just because that's the mecca of blackness when it comes to Southern California. I usually do a Juneteenth brunch for my friends. That's what we usually do.
As you should.
At my house.
A reason for us to come together. Now, I would like to say, go ahead.
No relation. I want to sing out a brand new song I just wrote called Don't Trust Them New Niggas Over There. Sing along if you know the words. Don't trust them new niggas over there, leaving they nigger essence in the air. Them happy, nappy head niggas with the fingers on the trigger. Don't trust them new niggas over there. Don't trust them big nostrils.
They really got this shit off of TV.
Suck up so
on Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network group the shits.
No.
It would have to be the white version.
It would be the white version. Yeah, and I'm about to say this is so the opposite of what this.
Them the new niggas.
Wait a minute.
I don't trust them new niggas.
Somebody would have to remake it for a version for us.
Yes.
I want to say that it can't be.
And
her.
Dr. Umar's voice. That would be the one.
That would be wonderful.
That would
Koofy and all. Just I say this.
Is he going to be calling Philly niggas on them and shit?
I have no idea. I say this with lots of respect to her. I wouldn't want her doing it because after seeing commercials for you co-signing Old Navy during Juneteenth, her H.E.R. She's a new spokesperson for Old Navy. Her commercial Her singing and playing the guitar in the commercial.
Oh.
That's when you ain't got. That's when you give away your name and your brand to people that have to fulfill these contracts.
Hey, how long is that gonna be a thing? Like, where, like, not to count niggas' pockets, but like where niggas be like, you know, they be getting to the bag. It's like you couldn't have said no to that. I ain't even trying to jump on her.
But it's been a pandemic for them. They haven't been able to perform. They taking whatever they can.
Everybody, I don't know. I ain't gonna. I'm not
excuses. I'm just saying these are reasons.
It has.
Here's my
It is old.
Listen,
Navy.
I don't care about Old Navy.
Got the bag.
I'm not counting anybody's pockets in this room, but if we all had probably just gotten like a 75% of what some of these individuals had gotten pre-pandemic, and it was like
we've been able to survive a year. They couldn't survive a year without being. That's why I was like, damn, y'all can't survive a year.
You come out with an album every 2-3 years. You can make it a year. You can make it a year.
But then you performing, you're touring,
some of them. So I come out with my album. Before the album, I'm touring to promote the album. Then the album comes out, I'm making money from that. Then within the next year after that, I'm touring. And then another couple 2 years before something else comes out, I may pop my head out the dirt every once in a while.
But you know how people do. They make more money, so they spend more money. And they're more responsible for other people now. They have to pay other people's bills too. So they have to constantly work. That's why people are still like working, like the Temptations. Like what's like, I don't know. It's like the 5th or 7th version of the Temptations is still touring.
See, and that's where. But see, I feel like sometimes the Temptations, like they just like this shit so they don't be dying. But like,
yeah, that is true too. They want to keep going.
They want to keep their name alive.
Yeah.
But when you see some, it'd be like, okay, you'll see like, I don't know, insert whoever artist, and they, you know, who's like, he's not popping now, but they have like this weird longevity. That's because all of a sudden, like, hey man, I realized my cousin like to make fucking shoestrings. I set him up with a shoestring business. My other fucking homeboy likes to do whatever. I set him up with this business when I was like hot, when I was hot as fuck. That way, now the shit done slowed down. I don't really give a fuck. Like, I'm not, the whole thing is not focused and predicated on me being the hottest shit on earth and then me having to stay the hottest shit on earth.
Think like that. Most people go buy some jewelry, go buy some gold teeth, go get their teeth fixed with veneers, go buy some cars.
That's like you said earlier.
Vacations. When
I said the thing about the Shannon Sharp thing, is like, how long niggas gonna think like that? Niggas been saying that same shit since like,
but they're still doing it.
Our grandparents, shit before our grandparents. I got some money now. I got to go make it make sense because I didn't have it growing up. That's fucking fine, champ. But you don't want to put nothing to the side and make it make sense too.
I think it depends on your intent for doing that. Because shout out to my Uncle Deej. Now, when he got drafted to the 49ers years back, he was still staying with his mom. But that's because I'm building her a house from the ground up. So although I'm playing pro ball, I'm living with her. I'm still buying shit for myself. But I'm getting her house and her land situated first. And then I'm going to get mine. So if I know Shannon, you know, he love his grandmama. He always talk about his grandmama. And Savannah ain't necessarily the most progressed area.
A Ferrari in Savannah is wild shit.
I love Savannah to death. Them my peoples. My family got some land and some houses down there too. Them my folks. But you know, hey, it's still Savannah. Goddamn it. On the black side, on the white side, that's closer to the water. That's colonial living. You know, where the white folks put their money at to preserve things to keep it the way that it has been since those times.
Yeah, man. Whenever I think about shit like that, or you go down south and you see the plantation homes, I just be like, man, just for like, you know, they don't got to teach us everything, but maybe like just like a fucking like, you know, a cliff note, just a master class with the Native Americans about how to just bring your people back. Just let's haunt the fuck out these niggas, bro. Like, let's just, you know, this is built off the bones of our ancestors too, man. I want to poltergeist these niggas, man. Just mass, just fucking.
I've thought about that, to be honest, because on my mom's side, them folk, them Louisianan folk, they Creole, and I know that we have our own family cemetery in Louisiana, and I Google mapped and I'm looking at the surrounding areas because I get some money. I'm gonna go down there and just buy up all kind of land surrounding that. I'm kicking out white people. Just I don't care. I'm raising the rent. You can move and go on somewhere else.
The bees I'm throwing up is to talk to the barons, nigga. Like, let's fucking get them. Let's get this shit popping, man. Where the fucking graveyards at? Let's fuck it up right here.
Fucking poltergeist, everything. We gonna raise this up and raise all kind of hell.
Look, I'm calling Papa. Look, man, did you see what they did to you on the fucking show? They've been fucking you up for years. Like, you don't got to take that shit.
I wonder we have not, our ancestors have not come back and collectively just fucked them up. I think that in their own specific, families of, things have been.
That's because they do what they do with the family functions.
Yeah.
Look at this boy over here doing the dumb shit. That's what they do. They sit there, look at this motherfucker here. Look at.
Side note, random question. You get the ability to own one of those plantation houses in the South surrounded by the civilized white folk. What do you do?
I'm really trying to talk to them niggas that night. E.T. phone the fuck home. And then I'm like, all right, fam, how do we get it? What y'all want to do? How do we get this pop?
Country Conjuring.
Oh, fuck yeah, yo. I'm too much of a nerd, nigga. I want to be Brother Voodoo so bad. Like, Sorcerer Supreme. Let's fuck it the fuck. Like, you remember in Lord of the Rings where that nigga pulled up by himself with the sword and then he started running them ghost niggas just pop that? I want that to be me so the fuck bad. Just.
All the ancestors behind.
Yeah, nigga, I wanted to be an ocean and I wanted drums and shit. I wanted to be epic. Nasty shit.
All kinds of like black ritualistic stuff all around the house.
Fucking gross.
On the outside. I want you to see it in the yard.
You saying what would you do with the property?
No, not what you do with the property. What would you do when you first move in? Like, what are you doing to signal like we here now?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I mean, like, that's like in my fantasy brain, in my like just regular life. Like, I'm living life. Fuck y'all. Can we? Nah, I don't want to.
I'm gonna get it cleansed. I'm definitely gonna channel whatever
you're gonna burn
ancestors
a whole ton of sage.
Okay.
Yeah.
In
the whole neighborhood is just going to be flooded.
In the fireplace, just throw a couple bells.
You elected a new pope? Mm-hmm. No.
A little rosemary in there too.
I'm cleansing all this. Just little herbs and spices, just to make sure we get it all out of here. I'm barbecuing and I'm using Palo Santo.
Splash some Florida water everywhere.
Put all that in. Put it in charcoal. Put Palo Santo in there. We cleansing the meat.
Or
everything.
Some Fabuloso.
Just cleaning the curb with Fabuloso.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how's it going? Are you the new neighbors? Yes. You mind? No.
I mean, I'm gonna do what they do. Like, they be coming like, neighborhoods and putting like, the American flag. I'm gonna get me my big David Banner flag and put that shit right up front.
It's gonna
like
be all kind of black flags.
Don't even bring that shit over here, man. Like, this is exactly what it is. Like,
what team is that? The black one.
That's what I do like about Shades of Africa in Long Beach. She has like all the flags all over the building on the corner. She has all these.
Keep that same energy, bro. I'm gonna sit on front of my porch in my big black rocking chair with that thing on me. Like, y'all come in here with the bullshit if you want to. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Every day. With a nice Versace robe on.
I might fuck around and paint the motherfucker black while you playing with me. Shit, like, next thing. It's the one black house on the block. Yep.
Pillars have 4 pillars in the front: red, black, green, and yellow. Yeah. That's gonna be the front pillars right there. Just so y'all know, every morning I'm getting my robe is open. Say something. I'm on my property.
You should be looking over it anyway.
Mind your business. Ain't nothing over here for you.
What's that show? Like, when I watched that show, like them, and they were like sitting out front of the lady's house, like playing like fucking just nonsense. Motherfuckers, they be outside playing like, you can play like, you can play NPR and like all your little like racist shit, because I'm gonna get 2 just big giant ass speakers and I'm gonna just play like John Henry Clark speeches like all day. Like, yeah, like we could do the same shit, nigga. It's Sunday, y'all gonna get blessed. Fuck y'all.
Gonna be getting ticketed by the housing authority.
Fuck 'em.
Right? They're like, they can play this music, but you can't.
They're not allowed. They are disturbing the peace. I am.
I'm educating.
I am. How long?
We having our Sunday our church service.
Yep. Today's verse would be a chapter from Men Not. Listen,
man,
you can listen to this whole chapter for the next 2 hours.
Sizzling, ain't it? Some sets a sizzling book.
Oh no, it was definitely sizzling before the Men Not.
I haven't heard that.
Sizzling.
It's wonderful. I'll send it to you on audio book, and you can listen to it. It's wonderful.
And I have Audible too, so it works.
I just had to go back to
it.
I took a break for a little while from the audio books. Now I'm getting back to it now.
I can get so much stuff done. My hands are free, and I can listen. And especially, I like books that have like what is it? Children of Blood and Bone. It's African, so I want to know how to pronounce things the correct way. I hate reading a whole book and I'm just saying like the wrong name. I'm like,
how many times? How long have I been telling you?
I don't know how to say the word. And I'm like Googling. I gotta Google every word. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm over it. Let me just get on Audible.
Look at me.
Especially when it's like, and I hear their voice. Like Cicely Tyson's book, I did hers on Audible. She read some parts, so it was like I can hear her voice in this part. I don't have to imagine.
I don't like I'm Gucci
Man book. It was very entertaining. Audible.
Told you. Fucking told all of you. So.
You don't like to read, you ain't got to. You can listen. You don't like to listen?
I have a lot of books though. I have a lot of books.
No, you still gotta have some
enjoy. Like those are from like my reference, like fiction. I like to listen. Fiction I like to listen, and you know, some self-help stuff too.
I've been tied in. It was good.
Bow tie.
Actually, wait, I'm gonna comment on that. See, the fiction shit is good. Like I read the fucking Sandman shit, and it was like, I was like, oh, these niggas got sound effects now. Like, yeah, it's a fucking product. Like when I get on to like N.K. Jemisin shit, I can't wait because I know they finna do some shit. But to fucking all you communicators, you see how you practice listening? You learn to shut the fuck up sometime. Y'all just be out here talking. Well, all right, that's it. That was
nobody want to listen, so we won't even listen to audiobooks. We didn't want to read the books. Grandma had a little mini library. Ain't nobody touched the book in there. Ain't nobody read none of them. Now you got audiobooks to make your life easier, and you will listen to a podcast, but you won't listen to an audiobook. If you can listen to our podcast, you can do that all day long. I'm not mad at that. If you listening now, I appreciate you. Because
I don't like how they sound when on the audio, but how fuck you don't like motherfucking sound with the character they made? Like,
right. Or that person that's talking about their life. It's autobiography. What do you mean?
I can understand some of them may be a little fact heavy, but still,
I want to still be able to reference some books. So some books I have to have tangible.
Right.
Oh shit! I keep forgetting. Like, can he be jumping out the window?
I don't know how you forget. He is active.
All them old niggas who sing Negro spirituals need to get sold back into slavery. That's a bar. This is it. Her won a Grammy, shouted out Filipinos, and was co-signed by Prince. I wonder what he would think now. Yikes.
Would he take back his cosign?
That's some yikes.
I think he would have given her more direction with her career, so she might not even have done it.
I feel like Prince definitely would have just been like, "You're fucking up."
Oh,
I don't think she would have got that far. I think
That's
he
true.
would have been. She would have been more direct about him that she might not even have to do that right now.
That's a good point. Who are those guys? Like, not even just musically. Like, I feel like in acting, you might get like when they feel like it. I feel like you definitely could get like a Sam or Denzel. Like, don't do that shit. Like if they if they feel like dealing with, like, I feel like Denzel gives me vibes like if he notices that you're not a fuck nigga, yeah, he's like, okay, sit down somewhere because you're gonna do some dumb shit. But like through like all of entertainment, like who in music is like the nigga that you would trust? Be like, hey, don't do that shit. Like that's your stop.
It depends on what avenue of entertainment you're in and who's behind the scene. Because I'm sure those voices aren't people that we thinking about.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the people that we see. It'd probably be the people behind the scenes that'll be like, nah, that ain't the move.
I feel like if niggas respected T-Pain, I know this has been a T-Pain heavy space for like years now.
Because we love T-Pain.
But when Pain talks, it's like, that's the nigga I would want to be next to.
He's been doing this shit since he was 18, and he been doing the business since he was 18.
Yes.
Not like Bow Wow, you got managers, you got Jermaine Dupri, all people doing shit for you. T-Pain's been doing this shit by himself.
Yo, because you think about somebody at the magnitude of a T-Pain, you hear all these dudes, like, I've been in here saying this shit for like a long time. I'm like, I don't understand when niggas are like at the peak and they're like, I had to sign this, that, and the third. T-Pain's like, no, I've been independent for like a while. I'm like, holy fuck. Like, that means
But he's been independent, but he been working as much.
Peak T-Pain is like, all these songs he's been dropping are all him. Nappy Boy Gaming is him. The drifting shit is him. Like, I became like by myself, and all his stories are like, yeah, I was signed, but it's like every fucked up thing that happened in my career is because I listen to niggas who don't do it. Yeah. That all they know is boardrooms, and I'm like, why the fuck don't niggas listen to this guy? Like,
and make money doing things that I like that are unconventional.
Yeah. And maybe he didn't want to work in music. Maybe he was like, okay, I did my music thing. Let me go do some other things. So.
I feel like he probably approached it the same way that a lot of us approach athletics. Like, I'm going to get in, I'm going to do a few years, I'm going to make my money, and I'm going to invest it to have it be a startup for something else. I'm not trying to be here all day long. Everybody can't be LeBron, where you're going to play forever and invest forever. Like, you know, the average shelf life for a career in either sport for us is going to be 5 or 6 years at best.
I think Payne hit it the other way because he was like, I got to look at how long he's been independent, but it was like, because I'm like, okay, you've dropped like the official album. It was these like, you know, singles here and there. And then that moment where he was like, yeah, I just made a lot of shit. So he just dropped 2 freebie albums. And I'm like, that's streaming. And I was like, fuck, you could just yeah, I'm gonna just do whatever I want. Like I've never like stopped music. I just stopped making music with motherfuckers who like are gutting me from like there's freedom in here, guys. Once you reach the peak, you just dance on that. Actually, not even reach the peak because he said that shit on fucking 85 South. It's like, no, as niggas are climbing up the mountain, I'm thinking to come down the mountain to tell you it's really not that hype up there. You should stay like lit right here on this wherever we're at on this hill.
Knowledgeable about marriage, like his marriage has been going on pretty strong at a young age.
You know what? You know why?
They're unconventional as well, though.
Super.
They seem like fucking pals, and I just
really great friends.
Like we've been saying this for a long time that y'all just complete me and whatever the fuck. But it's like, hey, this is my dog. Fucking Queen Latifah said that shit. Like you get the buddy and the booty, man. We like hang out and do shit, and then we like fuck, as opposed to like.
But what if you aren't attracted to your friend in that space? I have friends that have come to me and been like, I like you. And I'm like, but I don't like you like that. Because I've never put myself in. I compartmentalize friendships very well. So now you're asking me to take you out of a place where I never saw you.
I would say
I have the feelings you have and I don't.
Well, I wouldn't say make feelings. I would say just as a blueprint for what comes with creating a relationship, that this person should be my friend. Not to say that you got to make these friends, you got to fuck your friends. No, it's like as we're going in and it's like, oh, hey, we're now interested. Like, okay. Cause I feel like the easiest thing off top, I want to fuck that. That looks good. Like if I could just, rationalize like, yes, diseases happen. But like my eyes, I saw that, my dick said, hey man. And that was it. So we got that out the way. Fucking is here. So now as we build these things, the relationship is built on, okay, cool. But let's put some extra classes in here, man. Because if we're trying to get a doctorate out this shit, I'm trying to do this for the long haul. So what the fuck do I really like about you? Let me sidestep infatuation. Let me sidestep the fact that I'm horny. Why do I like you? Like, oh my God, I want to hang out with her. She's just so amazing. Why? Tell me why. She does
it for me, man. What does she do?
What the fuck does she do? What does he do? He's an amazing. He makes me feel you just horny, ma'am, or like relax.
Then eventually you'll get tired of that person in your space anyway.
Yes, I think people go.
It's 50%.
Yes, people post like me and somebody's son, me and somebody's daughter, and everybody is shooting for those moments, not realizing it's the fucking moments between those pictures that make this shit a thing.
Not even that, but you can take a trip and be on a boat with you and somebody's son without the relationship.
Exactly.
All that, like people are searching for these ideas
time
of
and
it.
Company,
exactly.
Like it doesn't have to have a title for you to enjoy that person
and
in
it's
this
still
type
gonna
of
be
moment.
somebody's son.
Right. Unless you want somebody's daughter, whatever your preference is, somebody's non-binary, whatever. It's up to you.
You can date your favorite neon toaster oven.
Whatever
like this motherfucker too. Being likable is damn near more important than being lovable.
Anybody's brave little toaster. You loved that movie.
It was good.
It should be. I don't want to hear no rebuttals. Moving on.
Nah, yeah, like if y'all didn't watch it because y'all didn't grow up good. Like
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I did not watch it. I know exactly what you're talking about. I didn't watch it.
I enjoyed it.
Niggas ain't even on Rockadoodle though, so I'm cool.
Oh no, that was the shit.
Oh,
Chanticleer.
Fucking, my dog was named Chanticleer. I don't fuck around with fucking Rocket. That shit was
Rockadoodle.
Nigga, the sun do shine around this.
I almost forgot about that.
The sun do shine around this bitch.
I did not forget about Rockadoodle. I will never forget.
And now I'm gonna have to go find it.
As you should. Somebody's streaming it somewhere.
My jailbroken Fire Stick. I'm pretty sure
it's on Prime.
It's on Disney.
I don't know if it was
Disney.
Is it free? No, whoa.
It was on Prime.
Oh no, it wasn't a Disney movie. No,
it was on Prime for free. Like, cause I saw it like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we might have to look for that.
No, you got it. Cause now I'm grown. Yeah, see, now I'm grown. I can apply really fucked up things to it. Like when they think they're running out of batteries, and you can like somebody masturbating and need that joke. Like she running out of batteries, nigga. Like no batteries. You pull it
You
with
need
the
to
dick.
watch every movie over as an adult. I like watching so many movies, even when I was 21 or 25. Like even 30. I need to watch all movies over again.
Watch everything, not even just movies. Like everything you watched as a kid, go back and watch it.
Because Moesha annoyed the fuck out of me watching it the second time around. And now I see why some of my friends' parents didn't want them watching it. Because I was like, yeah, she was a bad influence. Like, she was wilding a lot of shit. But
she annoyed me when I was watching it at that time. To be honest with you, I wasn't a big
most guys
Moesha
didn't
fan.
like it anyway.
Yeah, because
they were just looking at Moesha.
It's like, well, you're doing a whole lot of dumb white girl stuff. Like,
and it was very degrading to Kim and Niecy. It was just really like, I was like, ooh, this is very uncomfortable to watch now.
It's
pretty much
good at all. Going back to as we play our song to get out of here, since we love T-Pain here, T-Pain, get together with Toby and David Banner, and y'all make us our Juneteenth anthem.
T-Pain, Toby,
right,
and David Banner.
David fucking Banner.
That would be wonderful.
That'd be nasty.
That would be a wonderful Juneteenth anthem.
And if y'all do that, we need our coins on that.
I don't even need the coin. Just put me in the video. We can be in the video.
I want to be on the albums making the skits, dog. I'm trying to make us the skit niggas. You people who are making music, you've gotten away from the skits. That used to be the prime part. That was
the skits.
Skit niggas.
Ari Lennox has some good skits. Or I guess.
See, that's why I fuck with Ari. I don't know if people don't. I don't know if honestly, if somebody didn't, that might be a deal breaker. I'm not gonna lie. If you're like, Ari Lennox is kind of get out.
Right. Don't slander Ari.
Here's the thing. Watching movies as an adult, I'm tying this together.
Not watching adult movies.
No, watching movies, cartoon movies as an adult. Father's Day is coming up. Goofy's one of the most underrated single fathers out. It's a single father love story right there in that film. Mm-hmm. He got that boy to college by himself.
That's right.
All right. Support fathers. Salute to Father's Day tomorrow. And if all of you could just please do me a favor, I respect that people out here doing things, but please don't step on niggas' days by
love on
support all the moms. Let them have a day, bro. Let them have a day. Nobody lets niggas come out and go like support all the dudes out here doing. No. Just let fathers have a day.
Every black man you see out tomorrow, tell him Happy Father's Day, just off the script.
Because people just tell me Happy Mother's Day on the Happy Mother's Day. So I think I should.
As I've said, me and TJ have worked in the system. We've raised some of y'all kids. I have not birthed one or created one myself, but we have raised some of y'all kids for y'all.
Dozens. I can at least claim, and they're in the formative years. Niggas, shut up talking to me.
The papas.
Yep.
The pawpaws. The uncles.
Yep. We'll see y'all on Monday, post Father's Day. I'm about to go do some blackity black stuff and eat some black food and be around other black folk. It's gonna smell like sage and shea butter all in the air.
And I'm about to go shake my ass in the drum circle.
Yep. That's what you do to something
Drums.
like this.
For the record, man, Brazil's black shit too, but outside by
Portuguese.
Boston.
What is